Hi guys, and welcome to the product Mass Ecom Profit. In this video tutorial, we're going to be talking about understanding e-commerce and getting started with our online store. What is e-commerce? We're going to be talking about basically how internet is going to help us in conducting an online business. And then we're going to be talking about the world of Shopify, discovering trending niches and choosing the right niche. After that, we'll be setting up our online store. I'm going to be showing you how basically an online store looks like on Shopify and the features it has. And last but not the least, how we're going to drive traffic to our Shopify store. Once we've created the store, how are we going to bring people to buy our product? In this, we will involve, of course, YouTube, and we're also going to be involving blogs. I'm going to show you how that's done. So this is what basically we're going to be covering up in this video tutorial. Alright, so let's get started. First of all, we're going to be talking about understanding e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? E-commerce is basically business done online. It can be in any form. It can be having an online store or selling something on your online store through the internet. That is what e-commerce basically refers to. Now we're going to be talking about the world of Shopify, and I'm going to be showing you how you can basically discover trending niches and how you can choose the right niche. Let me switch to my browser and explain you all of this in detail. Alright, so here we are in the browser, and as you can see, we have Shopify.com open. So this is the homepage of Shopify. Let's start discussing about what the homepage basically has. First of all, you have this tab right here. On this bar, you have ways to sell. Click on that. You'll see the online store, Shopify, POS, retail package, buy button, Pinterest, Bible pins, Twitter buy now, Facebook shop, Facebook Messenger, and enterprise. Then you have the pricing, which will take you to a huge database of Shopify that will tell you how products are being priced and how you can change these different rates, these different prices. You have the blog option, you have the resources tabs that's going to guide you through the whole process. You can watch videos in order to understand how Shopify basically works. And trust me, these videos are going to come in really handy because they're going to help you understand the world of Shopify in a better way. So returning back to the home page, we're going to, first of all, here is the place where basically you enter your email, business email, and that's going to show you the whole world of Shopify. And that's going to bring Shopify to your business email, and that'll make it easier for you to connect. Scrolling down, you can see the whole Shopify page. And for example, if you want to sell online, so let's check that out. You're going to create your storefront, you're going to add your products, and you're going to have a checkout. So that's how basically simple it has become. First of all, when you have a store, an online store, you're going to be having these side tabs like orders, and these are basically people who have ordered through your Shopify store. You can check the analytics as well of your store, add-ons, different kinds of apps, and on the go, like you can, it basically makes Shopify easier to use. So these are the features that you want: website builder and full featured blog, unlimited bandwidth in products, and these are different things that basically you can get. Add e-commerce to any website. You can basically get a buy button on your website that will redirect people to the Shopify store. And just as a reference, Shopify powers over 300,000 businesses. Now that's a huge number, and that basically kind of inclines you to use Shopify for your e-commerce means. So that's basically Shopify. Now let me tell you all about niches and how you get to know what kind of niche you should be investing in. Okay, so here we have Google. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a niche. For example, health and fitness. All right. Now the way that you get to know whether a niche is hot or not, I mean, although it's pretty obvious that health and fitness is a very hot niche, selling products that are related to health and fitness. It can be anything. It can be supplements, it can be diet plans, or anything, literally anything. But another way that you can, through which you can judge whether this niche is popular or not is basically typing it in Google. And if you have ads that are relating to this niche, for example, you have one over here that is from ipmglobal.org. You scroll down and you can find, you know, other niches as well. For example, food magazines. I'm sorry, I misspelled that. As you can see, there aren't ads or anything that are relating to this. So we'll just go for fitness again. And you have an ad over here, which basically is from the same website, but that's how you get to know. Because if people are paying Google to basically display their link as an ad, that means it must be something that is, you know, really in. So that's how you can determine a hot niche as well. Other niches could be like food related or health related or addiction related as well, because a lot of people go for you know, things that can get them away from certain addictions as well. So that's also a hot niche. So use Google to your advantage, get to know. Even there's another short way that is basically judging the amount of results there are. For example, for fitness, there are exactly this amount of results. So that's a lot. And that's how you can basically compare different niches as well. So that's how you judge whether a niche is hot or not, whether a niche should be invested in or not. Alright, so now that I've told you about Shopify and how you can, you know, basically go on Shopify and sell online. So now I'm going to tell you how you're going to buy a domain for your Shopify store. Of course, it's a link, it's a URL, so you want to buy a domain for your own store. So what you do is you go on a website that we have open right now. That's called Namecheap.com. What you're going to do on Namecheap is you're going to find this search bar, and what you're going to do is you're going to find new domain names. So let's say if it's related to clothing, and I'm just going to give you an example, good clothing. Click on search, and that will display the results that are available for this kind of a domain. So what we're going to do is basically buy that domain. So for example, here we have the popular ones are goodclothing.com. Of course, that's a pretty basic one. Right now it does not have a set amount, so you can make an offer. You have goodclothing.xyz as well. Then you have the ones that are basically available right now. You can add them to your cart and buy them. Goodclothing.club, goodclothing.online, goodclothing.design, website.me.rocks.site. All of these are basically available, and they all have different rates. For example, goodclothing.website has a $0.88 per year package. So basically you can add that to your cart right here, and you can view your cart and you can check out with that domain. So that's how you're going to buy your domain, whichever one it may be. Usually people prefer with .coms or .online because it's very easier to, you know, remember. So that's why you want your customers to remember your web store. So choose a good one and make sure that, you know, that domain name is really you know, easy to remember, because you want people to remember your online store. And you literally have a huge list to choose from, so you can choose from any one of these. And the reason why we use Namecheap is because it is actually pretty reasonable. It gives you the domains at a very reasonable price. Other sites will basically make this very expensive for you. So use Namecheap to buy your domain. Alright, so now I'm going to tell you how you're going to drive traffic using YouTube and using blogs. So what you're going to do is, once you've created your Shopify store, you're going to either make AdWords about your store through YouTube. You can create YouTube using Google AdWords, and you can create YouTube AdWords using Google AdWords. And what you can do is basically use YouTube as a method to promote your online store. You can create your own videos, and you can ask your friends to share them on social media websites like Facebook or Twitter. Moreover, you can use blogs, because blogs are literally free sources of information. So if there's anything related to something that you're selling on your online store, for example, if there's a blog regarding supplements for health and fitness, and that's what you're selling on your blog, so you can contact the blog owner and you can request them to display your online store link on their blog. And that's how it's going to be easier for you to get traffic on your online store, because people are going to visit that person's blog. They're going to see your link below where they can basically get those supplements for health and fitness or anything literally. And that's how you're going to get more traffic, more customers to your online store. So that's how you're going to use YouTube and blogs to drive traffic to your Shopify store. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video tutorial. We hope that you've learned a great deal on how you can get started with e-commerce and how you can set up your own online store and drive traffic to your Shopify store using YouTube and blogs. Thank you so much for watching.